Jeremiah chapter 14. And we're down in verse 13 this week. Remember, Jeremiah in verses 7 through 9 was asking, "Oh God," he was, where are you? And I'm pleading for the people here. Where are you? Are you surprised? Are you the word used in the Bible, astonished? Are you surprised at what's going on? No, God is not surprised. Then God gives the answer in verses 10 through 12. Okay, thus saith the Lord unto thus have they loved to wander, not refrain their feet. Lord doth not accept them. Okay, and instructs Jeremiah in verse 11, pray not for this people for their good. And verse 12, when they fast, I will not hear their cry. And when they offer burnt offering and an oblation, I will not accept them. Okay? How would you like to be in that crowd? Okay, not accepted. Okay, not listened to by God. Okay, and but I will consume them by sword and by famine and by the pestilence. Well, then come down to verse 13 where we start this week. Then said I, okay, he's discussing things with God. He's discuss things with God. And yeah, that's what we should be doing, discussing stuff with God. Okay. We don't question God on God, are you right in this? Yes, he probably is. He is right all the time. Okay? But we can discuss stuff with God. Okay? Then said I, Ah, Lord God, the prophets say unto them. Okay? Remember, God just told them, I will consume them by the sword and by the famine, by the pestilence. The prophets, and the prophets here are the false prophets, say unto them, ye shall not see the sword, neither shall ye have famine, but I will give you assured peace in this place. Okay? So, we've got God telling Jeremiah. Jeremiah is his chosen prophet. God is telling Jeremiah, tell them, okay, there's going to be famine, sword, pestilence, and, okay, these guys, these false prophets, okay, they're telling them the exact opposite. You shall not see the sword. Jeremiah was way outnumbered, okay? The false prophets were so numerous and they were influential, they literally counteracted and nullified, what Jeremiah was telling them. Okay, now, okay, who are you going to listen to? Okay, the preacher who soothes you with what it says in the Bible, soothing words and tickle their ears with soothing words. Oh, I'm okay, you're okay. You come to my church and you will be prosperous, and when you're prosperous, you can give me the all the money so I can buy a private jet to go wherever I need to go, and wear fancy white suits, stuff like that. Okay, or the pastor that's going to give you the Bible truth, like ours does, and like that, I guess he's Pastor Terry Van Buskirk down there in preaching to the Mormons, if you will, down in Salt Lake City, Utah. Okay, so and from what I can tell from his message there this last Sunday, I mean he preaches it, he preaches against the stuff that he did before he got saved. Okay? So, Who you want to listen to? Oh, let's pick the preacher with that'll give us a soothing, nothing's going to happen to you. You're going to, sure. Go ahead and listen to them, and if you're listening to them, okay, is God going to be listening to you? Well, it says here, no, he's not. Okay, prophets say unto them, ye shall not see the sword, neither shall ye have famine, but I give you, I will give you assured peace in this place. We're in a nice big walled city, Jerusalem, nice walled city. It's got it's on a hill, and it's got all the protection we need, and we've got all the soldiers we need until Nebuchadnezzar comes down with his million-man army and takes the place over, puts it under siege, starves them out, and 2/3 of the population of Israel at that time are going to die by the sword, or by famine, or by pestilence. Okay? 2/3. And then verse 14, then the Lord said unto me, the prophets prophesy lies in my name. Oh yeah. And they're going to say, oh yeah, blessed, oh Jehovah, oh yeah, Jehovah told me this, and they're lies. And again, I've mentioned this before, even clear up to the king and the high priests in the temple, who are supposed to be serving God. They're out to get him. They're out to kill him. They're out to get Jeremiah. And they, Jeremiah gets thrown into a pit for a while, but, I sent them not, neither have I commanded them. I haven't told any of these guys, like I told you, Jeremiah. I told you when you were a young man, and it may be thought that Jeremiah was even a young child at the time. There's possibility there, but and that's kind of, that was kind of sort of mentioned here in Barnes' notes. That he may have been a fairly young child, but God talked directly to Jeremiah and told him what to say. Okay? These guys, God did not tell them that. Okay? Neither have I commanded them, neither spake unto them. They prophesy unto you a false vision. A false vision. Okay? And, divination. Yeah, let's go out, what do we got? Oh, the water witch divining rods. That'll point to water. Called divining rods. You can, yeah. Okay. Well, and that is also a lot of referring to witches and stuff like that, and they are instructed. Literally, back in Deuteronomy chapter 18, okay, various laws, abominations, abominations of the nations are to be avoided. Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 10. There shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or daughter to pass through the fire. Okay? You're not supposed to kill your kids to satisfy some god, like, the Mayans were good for this. There are a whole ton of civilizations in the past that they thought it was a great idea, throw your young baby son in the fire to appease the gods. Okay, and this would be gods plural. Okay, So, that son or daughter to pass through the fire, you know, you throw the virgin daughter into the volcano, or that uses divination. And yeah, divination, and it is like witchcraft, okay? Or an observer of times, fortune tellers. You ever gone to any of the fortune tellers down there? As seen on TV, ads as seen on TV. These fortune tellers are really good, for a fee and 900 number. Get your fortune told, or an observer of times, okay, or an enchanter or a witch, okay. Well, this is who is being talked about here, okay, in this verse about divination, okay, and I commanded them, he spake unto them, they prophesy unto false vision and divination, and a thing of naught, something of, they're prophesying stuff like naught, nothing, zero, zip, nada, okay, and this thing of naught could also refer to their little graven images, statues of whichever, god, or again, like, your brass Buddha down there. That's the doorstop. That is a thing of naught, okay? And they prophesy that, and the deceit of their heart, and this is willful and intentional fraud, deceit of their heart. This is, they're not deceiving themselves. This is the telemarketer or the scam artist that will call you and tell you, whatever. Oh, your grandson is in jail in Peoria, Illinois, or whatever. All you have to do is send us, $8,000 in gift cards.
Don't laugh, I did that. Not that much, just one card.
Yeah, send a, gift cards. But that's kind of what it's, but they're fraud, they're tricksters, they're scam artists.
Yep.
This is exactly who he's talking about here in verse 14. Scam artists, and they are good at it. And I've got a couple of them that in your email. I've got several of them. I have to look. Is that a? And of course, I asked Casey, is that? And yeah, no, just delete it, and I mark it as a phishing thing. Huh? Every time, delete it every time, and mark it as a phishing scam. I've got one of them. He hasn't gotten the idea yet. There's a guy. His name is Jared Vallejo, and he keeps sending me. He says, "Oh, here are some pictures you would like to see." Okay. I don't know you. I've never heard of you before. Who are you? But I can't. I dare not answer him. And
He's a missionary, Art.
oh, he's a missionary. Okay, yeah. There we go. Yeah.
Missionary that comes with viruses.
Yeah. Anyway, so I have to, but he hasn't gotten the hint yet. Like a lot of the telemarketers that call me on my phone, they haven't gotten the hint that when it gets down to no one is available to take your call, please leave a message. When it gets down to there, they haven't. I hang up every time. I don't even answer it. I look on my caller ID. If it's somebody I don't know, I don't. But they don't get the clue. Yeah, I don't understand that. Yeah. But anyway, deceit in their heart, willful, intentional fraud. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, concerning the prophets that prophesy in my name, and I sent them not, yet they say, sword and famine shall not be in this land. By sword and famine shall those prophets be consumed. Those prophets are probably going to be the first ones to go. Okay? The kings and the the highborn ladies who are going to be, the ones that are taken in captivity, they're going to be slaves. Okay? All of their fashionista clothes and stuff like that, their wonderful hairdos and their makeup, that's all going to disappear. Okay? And they're all going to be consumed. And the people to whom they prophesy shall be cast out in the streets of Jerusalem because of the famine and the sword. Okay? Like I said, when Nebuchadnezzar moves down specifically for Jerusalem, he comes down first time, takes a whole bunch of captives, Daniel and his friends, takes a whole bunch of captives. But this second time, okay, he comes down and lays siege to Jerusalem, puts his army all the way around Jerusalem, and when enough of them have died by the sword and the famine, okay, then Jerusalem will be taken, the walls will be knocked down, the temple will be destroyed, and all of the gold implements in the temple, and all that gold that covered that east, the front door on the east, when the sun rose and shone. I don't know. Anyway, on that front east wall that was covered in gold, I mean, literally, they stripped all that off, burned the place down, destroyed everything, and those people to whom they prophesy, they shall have, they're dying. They're not going to even have anybody to bury them. Okay, them, their wives, nor their sons, nor their daughters, for I will pour their wickedness upon them. Oh, gosh, and that's what God is telling them. Oh, and the people, they're listening to the false prophets saying, "Oh, we're okay. I'm okay. You're okay. Yeah, okay. You'll be okay, all right. Therefore, thou shalt say this word unto them, let mine eyes run down with tears night and day, and let them not cease. For the virgin daughter of my people is broken with a great breach, with a very grievous blow." Okay? That's not hard to understand, is it? You're going to be weeping because everything's going to be destroyed. A very grievous blow.